Okay. Well, should pop up on here in a second. We'll see if Karen ends up using the microwave tonight. And see if it stops my stream, because she did get home and she is starting to do something. So if it kicks off of here, we'll know what happened. I know I got microwaved. So we got some rewire to do to get that off that circuit. Hey, Pajerico, what's up, man? Hope, hey, Devon. How you two guys doing tonight? I know, Devon, you've been out getting some good exploring in lately, and I don't know if you saw Pajerico's last one. That's probably one of his best finds, actually, which is saying a lot considering the cool stuff he has run into for his channel. Fuzzman, how's it going, dude? Ah. Not too bad, man. I'm starting to think I'm gonna get past that cold without any hospital time, so that's good. Just gotta keep working on it and hopefully get closer to spring where my health is more stable in warm weather. There's less sick people around. My wife right now actually has a co-worker who is one of her employees is sick. So me and my wife are actually kind of avoiding each other. Huh. No, I don't know, Devon, my stream health is really good. Karen hasn't used the microwave yet. So yeah, I just keep plugging away and try to stay healthy for spring. And I know me and Karen have to kind of avoid each other because one of her employees is sick and we're not sure if she's picked it up or not. So we got to be careful. I haven't posted on Instagram in a while, and I got to pick that back up. No, Devon, my stream hasn't glitched on my end. Actually, it looks real good here. So, no, it hasn't been carried or anything done there. Oh, man, guys, I'm just, I'm just really starting to get a little hankering for some spring weather here. I need to get back out and explore. I got a few things I'm going to look into over the next 20, 30 days here in my area. They are ones I would have to get into legally. I have to ask permission because there's no way in them not. So I'm trying to get into a bank here that is going to be disused real soon, and a funeral home is not being used. And there's still this little theater around here. These people are kind of being wishy-washy about ever letting me in, so we'll see what happens. Hey, Urbexy, thanks for stopping in, man. Especially considering how late it is there for you and Pajerico. I appreciate you guys stopping in, considering it's that late for you guys. Sorry I couldn't, I tried to get on earlier, I just couldn't get back home in time. Or I was planning on going on about 5:30 here, but... Oh, heck. So, Urbexy, man, I'm glad you look like you've been picking up some good watch time here recently and some subs. And Devon has been out doing some good solo exploring here. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, Pajerico probably had what to me is one of his best exploring vids of his channel so far. It was just, the music was perfect. The site was amazing. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous place with so much to see. And it was just amazing. Just well done video, great thing to see. I probably, like I said, might be his best of his channel. So it's great to see him picking up that, just so much. The improvement through his channel has just been amazing. So I've been happy that I've been there from the beginning to watch this change. Hey, Ty, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. Going decent here. Just mentioning I was getting a little tired of winter, and I'm hoping another 2 months or so. I'm starting to make some plans for Detroit. I'm going to talk to Lang Straub later this week and start planning for a little Detroit action with some of my Canadian friends, hopefully. God Sauce, hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. Be a little greedy here just for a second. Please remember to hit the like because those do still make a difference to YouTube. That does go in their analytics to if they're going to help promote your channel or not. They do use those still. Hey, Devon, if you can get there, dude, I'm all for it. Lang, when I talked to Lang earlier this week, he said more the merrier. And as far as I know, it's me, Tay for sure, Lang, and that's what I know for sure. Huh. Yeah, God sauce, I'm telling you, for the last about 3, maybe 4 months, YouTube has had some issues with their notifications. I have actually turned notifications off on people and then back on. And I've even unfriended a few people and refriended them just to see if it would kick back in. And it's worked about 60% of the time. There's still some people that'll do a stream and I'm surprised I missed it and I check and the bell is on. I just don't get the streams. I do get Pajerico seems to come through about 90% of the time. Fuzz, I do get yours a good amount of the time. Alistair, Urbexy, I do get yours. I've gotten yours every time. So somehow I'm getting some people. It's up and down. Devon's, I only get Devon's about 50%. Because sometimes I'll be looking and I go, oh my God, he's halfway through a stream. I didn't get nothing. But yeah, it's not just me. A lot of people have been having issues with their notifications. That's not because they don't want them. Yeah, see, I did not get Urbex TVs either, Devon. The only reason I knew it was because he told me about it. I had no ding, no nothing. See, Fuzz, I've heard that problem too. And I do get more notifications for people. Now, you know what? I have not even thought about that. I do get notifications for people that I don't have the bell on. Well, hey, Ty, good luck, man. Hope you find a good spot. And thanks for stopping in at all. Just throw me a thumbs up on it, and I can't wait to see what you find, because be great to see something, man. Yeah, Urbexy, Pajerico's, I don't know if any Fuzz or Devon, have you seen Pajerico's last video? It is just great. I mean, just the site itself is amazing. Even though, Pajerico, you might want to get some warmer boots, man. I don't know what you've had for cold there this year, man, but we had that 2 months of extreme ultra cold earlier this year. Uh-oh. Somebody must be upstairs because my dog is going nuts. Oh, man. Devon, like I said, also, besides Bajerico, had his great vid come out. Devon has been sending me pics and notifications. He's been out doing some great explores here recently on his own. Been a little jealous. I've actually been relying on my database I've built up for the winter, because winter is rough on my health, and it seems like a lot of the stuff around here is almost impossible. We've been so cold anyway. I mean, we've had almost record colds until recently. So I haven't been out too much anyway. So I'm hoping to get out here soon and start talking to some of these people. But yeah, Devon, thank you very much for the invite to the channel, by the way, the page. Appreciate that. I'll tell you what, that was a good explorer though, Devon. Devon had a nice church. He was sending me some nice pictures too. So it was really cool and had a decent amount left in it, which is very nice. I have made a decision this week. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do it, because I did so bad with the footage at the beginning. I'm going to try to redo my first Explorer for my YouTube channel. I edited it. It's not edited real good anyway. I can do much better on editing. Problem is, I got to find a way to correct the footage, and so far I haven't found a way to correct for some of my jitteriness and some of my, I don't know. A friend of mine suggested just turning it into you can put the old film look to it, or zombie film look to it anyway, and that might make it look better, so I'm considering doing that, but it's such a great place. I just filmed it so badly. And I don't know if I can get back in right now. It's not too far from where I live, but I've also considered revisiting it. Even though I know I've heard since I was in there when it was almost untouched, there's a lot more people been in there now, and it may not be in as good a shape. And the police may be back there a lot more now. Oh, sorry, man. That was my dog upstairs barking away. Yeah, I see, Devon. I'm not a big fan of revisiting. Sean did want to go to one place that I'd been before because he wanted to take his kid on one, and I did take him back to one, and nothing bad happened because it was really out in the middle of nowhere. But it's not as much. I don't know. I'm not as into going back and revisiting too many places unless something's changed or you can see something different. But I might do it for this place, and I'm hoping there's at least some of what was there is left because it was such an amazingly cool place to see. But my cinematography was horrible, and I could have filmed things better, and I could re-edit it better right now, but the cinematography is so bad. So, I mean, as much as I really don't like revisiting places sometimes, I may do it for this one. Also, to get my butt back out there. It's not too far away. But Jericho's given me some great suggestions on how to try to get the footage to look better, stabilize it, and so far it hasn't worked. But yeah. Yeah, people are weather. Yeah, weather right now is kind of nasty here. And with all the bad weather we've had here, I'm not sure how good a shape that place is in anymore. And this time of year, I'd actually have to be afraid because I found evidence that somebody had lived in there a couple times. I would definitely have to watch for transients in this weather. It would be a little bit unsafe. So I may have to watch what I do. And now wouldn't be a bad time because our snow has actually melted for once, even though it's below zero again. But I might go back because at least there's no tracks now because I know the police were cruising that place and getting people because of tracks. Oh no, Devon, I know you guys aren't like that group. I just haven't had time to post to it. No, that Urbex group, I dropped it. I got tired of some of the. I got more grief from them here recently, so I dropped that Facebook Urbex group, and I dropped another one too because it's a weird thing going on in the Urbex world right now. I talked to some other people who've been doing it a long time, and they also have not seen this until recently. It's just, and I hate to say this, a lot of them are people in England. I don't know why, but some of these people in England are really being just jerks, like they think they own the places. Like they think they own Urbex. And if it's not their narrow view, they're jumping people. And I've ran a couple of people who've quit at least a couple of these pages too because of it. Yeah, see, but Jericho, if I can get back into this place, the first place I did that, it's not a rest home. I called it one. Uh-oh. Are you using the microwave? Okay. Well, that was weird. My stream went down. I didn't know if Karen was using the microwave or not for a second. I was just asking if you used the microwave because my stream went down. Uh-oh. Well, that may not be good. Hey, Ray, how's it going, man? As you can see, I don't know if any of that glitched for you guys, but my stream health actually glitched there for a minute. I thought you might have started the micro. How you doing tonight, Ray? Ray also has had a couple good explorers here recently, guys. In fact, he had an old house, had a weird mix of really old like stuff, and then some newer stuff like new toys, like newer Legos and stuff in it. So a little weird. No, I don't know. Like I said, this place wasn't a true rest home. It's a long-term care facility, even for younger people. A lot like a hospital, like a mix between a hospital and a rest home. But God, it was so gorgeous inside. So much left. It was the amazing zombie apocalypse feel. But I filmed it so badly. And I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do to make that footage any better for a remake, even though it could use a remake. Hey, K-Pop, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Not going too bad, Ray Ray. Just starting to dream of the end of winter. We've had a rough one until recently up here, and now it's kind of steadied out a little bit, but still, whew. I haven't got out to do much good explorers. Oh, man. Well, there was something I was going to talk about a little bit tonight, because this isn't truly to do with Urbex, but for everybody's channel. We all know about the whole watch time thing with, YouTube's new thing and everything. Well, I have had, on the last couple of my videos, I've had a lot of people comment and come in and stuff, but I've noticed, let's say I have 10 people comment or come in and say they like the video. You need to make sure you give your subscribers or whoever's videos you're watching enough watch time where it registers as a watch. Because that really doesn't register or help the other person as much. You stop in for 10, 20, even 40 seconds. Some videos I hear it takes 2 minutes or more, between 1 to 3 minutes, depending on the length of the video, to actually register as a watch. So if you're going to try to help somebody and watch some videos, if you're going to scan through and make sure you actually have a pure, I'd be safe. If it's a longer video, I'd give it 3 minutes. I've made sure I've given, if I'm going to watch somebody's stuff, I'll make sure I'm in there for that watch time to make sure they get a good watch out of it. Yeah, Ray, it really does. And I'm on the fence. It's not too far away from me. If you take a look at the first video I posted on my channel, the first couple videos, it's like a 2 or 3 parter of this rest home. It's not a rest home. I gotta stop calling it that because I thought that's what it was, but it really isn't. You'll see what I mean. It's got so much gorgeous places in it, but then you'll notice how badly I filmed it. Well, Urbexy, yeah, I do kind of need it stabilized. I mean, I also had my resolution set wrong, so it's a lot grainier than my newer footage. But the biggest thing is, yes, the shakiness. And every time I try to use stabilization in my editor program, or even the YouTube one, which Jericho suggested I try, it makes it look, it gets rid of a lot of the shake, but it makes it look like you're kind of viewing it through water. So to get rid of the shake is somehow making it watery. No, I did not go at night, Ray, because this place, you will get caught at night. A lot of the places I go to, you cannot go to at night because you will be caught. Showing your light will get you caught in a lot of these areas. The school I went to, actually, 3 of the schools I've explored, if you use lights, you've been caught. The care facility would have been. Yeah, a bunch of my places, you go during the day or you will be nailed because you'll have to use a light. And the light will give you away very easily. I know some other guys have stopped going at night in a lot of places because they were getting caught. And one of them now, if he gets caught one more time, he will actually do jail time. So no, we don't do a lot of night. But even during the day and some of the dim footage of some of this place with no windows, it's pretty intense and cool looking. Yeah, something like that, Ray. Like I said, if you go look to my channel, the first 3 videos I did are of that place. Oh boy, if I had the money, K-pop, I'd consider it. But I actually prefer to film during the day because you look less conspicuous getting in anyway. And it is easier to create good footage in the day. And also, it seems like the police officers, if you do run into any while you're exploring, the ones during the day are a little friendlier than the ones at night. The nighttime police officers are not quite as forgiving or frisky and friendly, so you got to be careful. Devon, we were discussing watch time and when better to explore. And I'm thinking about going back and still thinking about redoing that hospital care facility I did because it was such an amazing place. I'm not sure how beat up it is now because I know people were starting to get in there not too long ago. So I'm trying to figure it out. See, Urbexy, I was just very shaky. Yeah, Urbexy, it does add jello, but even my editor program, which usually does decent, can't make up for how bad I did it. I just, ugh. If you go look at the video, and I'm not asking for watch time. If you guys go look at the video, you'll see what I mean. I stretched it too long, but I had the resolution on my cam set wrong. I didn't realize an update had come through and it reset it back. And I'm too shaky, and that resolution is horrid. Yeah, Devon, I've been to 3 or 4 places, and I didn't let out the location, but I found out through some other people that people started getting in not too long after I was there. When I was at that facility, that care facility, it was if you saw the video, there's wheelchairs, there's rooms full of medical equipment, there's IV machines, medications, records. There's so much left, but I've been told lately that people have really gotten in there and started tearing stuff up. I mean, in my video, you'll see the jukebox is destroyed. When I was there my first time, the jukebox was in one piece. But now, then it was destroyed when I went back to really film that, try to improve some filming. Yeah, well, we have the farmers too, right? Because I live in a big city area that's really close, also very rural. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, not right outside the city here. And yeah, you got to worry. That's the only reason you don't go at night around here. A lot of people have guns, and you're in private property here, they will shoot at you. So you got to be careful. In the city, not so bad. But boy, you're out a ways, like the rustic farmhouse I did. We really wanted to do that at night, but there's no chance nobody would have seen those lights, even across the fields, because there's some farmhouses. And those guys out there, they shoot. Urbexy, like I said, take a look at the footage. If you think there's something that can fix it, I don't know, man. If you're close and you can fix it, I'd hug you. But man, it's just, I feel it has good potential. Pajerico has really had a good luck redoing, not really redoing. He had other footage he didn't use for some of his sites, and he made a better video going back the second time. A really good, it shows how much he's improved. But he'll do it, and I feel by watching those first couple places that I've improved a lot more, and that I should redo those just to show what they really were, and I did a bad time. I did bad on those first couple. All the years exploring, I never took video or pictures to do something like this with. So I wasn't ready to do it exactly. Or I wasn't prepared for what it took. Well, that's pretty cool, right? See, that's another thing I've found out recently. This area I live in was a monstrous coal mining area at one time. And I need to find a way. I think the USGS has info on closed up coal mines around this area. So I may be looking into some of those here coming up soon. Well, Devon, I don't know. I mean, have you seen you've probably seen my first vid, haven't you? If Urbexy or Devon, if you guys think you can fix it, I'd owe you. I'd appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry, Devon. That's not. Sorry. The word sucks doesn't emote properly, but it's what I come up with. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, Urbexy, Devon, take a look, see what you guys think. If you think it's something you can do with it, let me know. I would definitely find a way to pay you back or owe you. Oh, by the way, guys, for any of you who don't know, when I say the name Devon, I am talking to Among the Unknown. He's pretty much the chief explorer, chief internet operator, and everything for Among the Unknown. So that's why I say Devon. If you haven't, check out his channel. Check out a lot of your channels, because Ray's got some good exploring vids. Devon's got some great ones. Urbexy has been pulling some good ones out, and like I said, Pajerico's really been on it lately. He's just stepping his game up hardcore. But yeah, I mean, now, Devon, you weren't here. We were talking about watch time. There are still people out there subbing and then they will go to your channel and look at one of your videos for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But from what I've been reading, depending on the length of the video, it takes 1 to 3 minutes to actually register as a watch. So you got to make sure if you go to your subs and you're going to help give them a little watch time, depending on the length of the video, you got to stay for 1 to 3 minutes to make it count for them. So if we're going to help each other out, make sure you get that amount of time where it registers as a watch for them. I have seen something different going on lately. I've noticed a lot of Facebook pages popping up, some I'm involved in, where people are trying to help each other out and start to get ideas. This week has been a bad week for me to be involved too much, but I'm trying to catch up. That illness really put me behind. No, Devon, it does not. You get view time, but it takes 1 to 3 minutes to count as a view number. That's something that's been on YouTube for a long time. Somebody just goes there. You got a 15-minute video. Somebody goes there for like 20, 30 seconds. It doesn't count as a watch. I've had people I know that checked mine out, and they didn't see. Okay, there you go, Urbex. See, it is higher. But I know it takes at least 1 to 3 minutes for most vids. Now, Jay Wade. Hey, Kitschy Travels. How's it going? Jay Wade makes short vids. He does really cool, like motivational, and not the saccharine sweet motivational vids. He makes cool motivational vids, but some of them are pretty short. His, for percentage, you don't have to watch as much. No, the view number does not count up, Devon, unless it's like Urbex is saying, like 25% or 1 to 3 minutes of for a lot of vids. Hey, family of fun. A lot of us are doing really good tonight. We are happy to be here talking about Urbex and YouTube in general, and just talking around the round table in general. Let's see. Yeah, I have seen a lot of little Facebook pages popping up. People are banding together to try to see what they can do with this YouTube stuff. I have seen a weird thing pop up lately on some of the vloggers on YouTube were talking. I don't know. They're like, well, if you just get to this 4,000 hours and whatever, your 1,000 subs, then you can just kind of cut back after that. That'll get you in there. No, because from what I hear, YouTube has got that one. You got to go through a whole 1 to 2 month process after you hit that to even see if they're going to let you do monetization. And they are still watching people. If you drop way back, they're going to cut you back off. So we still got to, once you go, you got to keep trying to plug away and go at it. Me personally, I didn't go into this just to monetize, really. I kind of could have monetized with the old rules, but I chose not to. So it really hasn't beat me up. I just don't like people kind of pull the carrot out of the reach thing too much. But yeah, I'm going to start making plans with Lang here real soon, Devon. So if you're interested in going to Detroit for some explorers, I will keep you in the loop and let you know when we're going to plan that. Probably be here soon when I get closer to warm weather, but I'm going to start talking to them now. Because then probably in about a month or so, I'll start planning my hotel stays and everything else. Make a video vlog about it, huh? Where do you want me to post that? On my vlog channel? My vlog channel's mostly been kind of rant stuff and everything. I've mostly done that. I know dude behind the camera's been getting a good laugh out of some of my vlogs on my one vlog channel, but yeah. Oh, well, okay, Devon. But see, you live in a big city, so you get to cheat anyway. Some of us don't have that. Which is strange, because I actually live in a city area bigger than Pittsburgh, but we don't have the stuff because Pittsburgh used to be bigger, so we haven't really contracted as much as some of these ultra big cities. I don't know. I'm trying not to post too much stuff back and forth between my 3 channels. I'm trying to keep them separate. Oh, that's fine, Kitschy. I appreciate you just stopping in at all. If you anything you want to talk about, I mean, it doesn't have to be just purely Urbex. Did get a chance to check out a couple of your vids this last week too. Again, I'm trying to catch up on a lot of that now that I'm feeling better, so I got a little more. I'm not quite as tired and spending quite as much time doing my therapies, so I'm getting a little more time to get back onto some of this. I do believe video I'll be posting this week will probably be on Gilroy Stadium in Indiana. And I can give out the location because, 1, the place is well known. 2, it's very open. I mean, it's actually severely unsafe. There's going to be a couple disclaimers in it, like when we go into one of the downstairs areas. Yeah, pretty much, Rebexy, that is me. If you've been to my one channel, that's a kind of dude behind the camera told me to do. He says I should do rants because I'm good at it. So, not sure that's a compliment or not. But this stadium we were in, a lot of people done videos of this place and climbed up by the press booth and stuff and that. That's no big deal. But we actually went to where a lot of people don't. We went downstairs under the very weak and dangerous concrete deck that is actually caving in some areas. Because Sean and I both have structural and building experience, we knew where not to be. But yeah, I'm going to make sure I have my normal disclaimer at the beginning of that one. And, it's open, which is crazy for the city to leave this thing open. They would leave it open, they say, because people can use the field still for stuff. But they're leaving this. It is a very dangerous place. The concrete is literally like that thick. You'll see in the video that's coming out Thursday. The concrete is this thick. The bracing under it is less than half what it should have been. It's crazy how badly they built this place. It was built in like the late 50s, kind of carried over years after it was supposed to be built, went into the 60s. For the time, it was supposed to be a $500,000 project, ended up being like $4 to $5 million. So, I'm going to put a lot of this in the video. I'm considering, I don't know, I'm going to have to put it in a couple places because where him and I explored the upper area where it's falling, and we were very careful. But we explored down inside where most people don't go. There's been other videos on Gilroy. But we really went in where a lot of people do not go. We got a lot of video and images people don't get, and there's some really amazing things to see down there. If you when you guys see the video, you'll see how shoddily this place was built. And they're saying they're very lucky did not collapse with some of the big venues they did have there over the few years it was open. It's been pretty much abandoned or closed down for 30 years. So, I mean, totally closed down for 30 years. Before that, it was only used for 10 or 15 years for small special events that would rent out. But yeah. Yeah, Devon, there's a couple places I'm worried that I explored may not be there because of snow. Yeah, everybody, that is one thing you're going to want to do that I did start doing last year. You may want to start putting a disclaimer in there. I put one at the beginning of my videos where either I feel they're unsafe or I did have to get into them without, per se, permission. So I've been trying to really make sure, even though this one didn't take permission, it's wide open. It's crazy how open this place is. Once you see it, you're going to see how unsafe and scary this place is. And the bad thing is, over the years, people have been hurt pretty bad there. Yeah, I saw the video, Devon. But, yeah, it's... So I'm making sure I keep my disclaimers in on a lot more of my videos. If I get into them with permission, or they're open areas, I'm making sure I put my disclaimer here because we are such a litigious world right now where people just want to blame everybody else if they get in and get hurt. So I'm hoping, I'm working on that video right now and I have that out Thursday. Well, my Thursday, which for some of you guys might be Friday. But yeah, it's I can't wait to hopefully get. I got that one. That was from mine and Sean's trip through Indiana and out east this year, where we just hit Ohio. We got that, the hospital, and I'll probably name that next week. It's, once again, it's an open place where even the police aren't allowed to even go after you in there. They don't even wait for you outside, and it's just so destroyed. Honestly, it's hard to even tell it was a hospital. It's so destroyed. And the thing is, up until 8 years ago, it was in great shape. So in less than 8 years, a whole hospital complex has become almost you almost can't even tell what it was at all. Yeah, Urbexy, it's a good idea. I mean, some of you guys in Europe, I know there's slightly less liability and laws, but a lot more people are getting a type of disclaimer in there just to cover their butts. I mean, I know I wouldn't want somebody that had not really ever explored going into the place, this Gilroy Stadium. Because if you do feel like Googling it, look it up, you're going to see, wow, there's a lot of images out there, but we actually went, like I said, we went in some areas, because Sean and I both have structural building experience. We went down in some areas that were pretty, it was touchy. We went one at a time in some areas to make sure in case something happened, the other one was going to be okay. And with Sean being heavier, I was usually the guinea pig, because I was much lighter. Yeah, Devon, the big one we did here recently, this last summer, was huge, monstrous. We were there for 10 hours solid, and we were going through a lot of it. We couldn't do the morgue or x-ray because they were flooded. Once the water got about ankle depth in downstairs, and the mold was horrid, I had mask on a lot of it. Even Sean was masked up, though, most of the time down there. But also, that's where we were being followed by some people that were... that place can be a little rough, so yeah, we had pepper spray for a reason. But I got the stadium, the hospital. There might be another hotel we did on the way back. I got a drone video of what's left of the case plant in my area. Let's see, I've got some explore I did in Wisconsin with Tenzo Roku, which him and I are talking about some more Wisconsin explorers this year also. Of a cool school, a school that turned out to give us a lot more than we thought. So I can't wait to get that one out, because not only did we get the school, and its school ended up cooler than we thought. Not a lot in it, but just really cool setup and skylights and weird. But the playground, that trees growing up through some of the playground equipment was just so cool and an extra bonus. Then I also did Detroit. I got the Detroit ones to post. I got like two to post there. Well, 2.5. 2 good explorers we got up there. And some drone shots of the stadium that we couldn't get near no matter what we tried. But I did get some drone shots of it. Good old drone. Gotta love that thing. And it flew some distance in a very... I was impressed because this area had a lot of electrical interference, and I still got clear across the huge parking lot and got some decent video. Then I got some, at least 2 or 3 videos, good sized videos of places I did down in Missouri and Oklahoma with a friend, Urban Man 2015. And even a couple small ones I'll probably put as a group from going down there with him. So yeah, that was, including the water park. My water park was down there. And my drone footage is great from that one. I love it. I'm really hoping some of the other footage came out pretty good too. My trailer this year has drone footage of that water park where I'm backing down the lazy river with my drone. But that was a good explore. Well worth the trip. He's a great guy to explore with, Urban 2015. He does stills 99%, but I've explored a lot of stills guys and never had a problem. See, yeah, Urbex, see, me and Devon and some of the other guys on here have talked about that. There are a lot of Urbex Facebook groups who are really just absolutely rabidly hatred right now, full of hatred for anybody doing video. Not just YouTube videographers, just anybody they catch doing video. And it is, yes, Urbex, it is mainly UK. A lot of the guys are definitely straight from England. I'm not going to blame UK because I think that puts Scotland and everybody else. It's United Kingdom, everybody. Like United States is all the states. But yeah, England, I don't understand because I hate telling this. Urbex was created in America, and that's not being American arrogance. It was created in about California in about the 60s. That's where true Urbex started. And these guys act like they own it, that only their version of Urbex is real. If you do anything but stills, you're a piece of shit. Sorry about my language. If you sell anything or ask for any donations, ever make a penny, which is funny because I found out that at least 60% of the guys bitten crappy on the Urbex Facebook page have no problem selling their images to people. And they said, well, that's different because only so many people will see that. Well, that's crap. I know I've talked about this. I think Devon agrees with me. The more I believe right now, Urbex becoming more mainstream is a good thing. I think the more mainstream we become, the more people see that we are not the people out there doing vandalism, that we are actually anti-vandalism. I think the more people will see that, the more they will not equate us with vandals and will let us into places. But yeah, Devon did do an essay on it. But I do not understand the hatred. These guys also, they act like you're not a real explorer if you don't know how to rock climb and rappel down a chimney and stuff. So, whatever. One of these guys said, well, he's been doing it a long time, and then found out that I've been doing it as long or slightly longer than him. And he changed his whole argument to cussing me in another way. So, they've cussed a lot of people in there, and I know a lot of people have left their page. Their moderator sucks. I'm sorry, he sucks. He has set rules. These guys are breaking every one of the rules, and he does nothing. If he agrees with them, then he just changes damn rules. But yes, Urbexy, there's been a huge problem with this. Even some of the big explorers, Exploring with Steve and Cody and Josh and some of the others have really made videos about this recently because there is a hatred. It's not just for YouTube. It's for anybody who does video. And I hate to tell these guys this. Video is just as hard as stills. In its own way, it's just as hard. Where still is very hard to catch at one extreme moment every time you want a good pick. Video is just as hard as you're trying to catch a whole string of moments. And then when you're done, you have to edit that to make it useful. Yeah, exactly, Jericho. We call it clicks too. But unfortunately, England seems to have a lot of them right now. I have run into some in California also that are a little bit crabby. I don't know what with the California ones, but they think they kind of own their areas, and there's a couple areas in New York where they're a little bit cranky. But most of the hate speeches come from England. And these guys are just total jerks. I do not know where they got the idea that they own Urbex, that it's only theirs, whatever. Yeah, I left a couple. The Facebook page is actually called Urbex. I left. I left a couple others also because of the hatred. And a friend of mine that posts he does stills only. He left because he doesn't want to be in groups just like that. He says, God, some of those guys post some great pics. And I agree. Which is funny because I didn't feel the need to attack any of their pictures, even when I thought they were boring as crap, or bad pictures, or actually kind of lame. But they felt the need to attack any videographer that went in there. even a couple stills guys who have Facebook channels or YouTube channels, or just don't agree with their version, they attack. They're narrow-minded, angry little pricks. And I've been doing this a long time, and I don't like that being in this, because so many Urbex people are just good people. We come on. We all know that. Usually this is a community. Sure, there are the ones, even in here around my area, I don't have any in my area, but, you run into ones that don't want to share sites with anybody, no matter what. It's like a whose wiener's bigger match with them. They won't share with anybody no matter what, but they'll be on the channels trying to troll, trying to find other sites from other people, but they won't share. So, yeah. No, Devon, I've already filled out that Pittsburgh Facebook group. They seem like a bunch of good people. They're very friendly. I made comments. They answered back nicely. I introduced myself. No, they're great people. Also, there's a Wisconsin one where I did have a little discussion. They were angry. They wanted just open share of every site, and a couple people on there agreed with me that no, they've been in closed pages. Well, there's still been a bad apple. They agreed with me. Maybe just do it in PM. Get to know the person. And I know this, yes, see now, Urbexy, you say that out loud, and some people will get angry. I happen to agree. I think video is actually much harder. And in the year 2018, just doing stills of Explorers is really, you might as well drive a Model T car also. Stills are nice. I still take stills. I still love some stills. I still look at people's stills. But stills really are technically kind of outdated. In the age of extremely good video cameras that fit in your pocket, I do think video is a much better way of telling a story. It's much more interesting. You can see more. All they're showing you is little snapshots and bits of an Explorer. Even when I took tons of pictures, before I started doing any video, yeah, just little bits. Stills just show you tiny little areas of you don't see much. Video shows you so much more, gives you a story, is immersive, brings you in. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure it's outdated, Devon. It's just, it does seem a little old-fashioned, let's say. It's like with our internet now, it's like somebody wanting to stick with AOL dial-up. Going, nah, I don't like this new high-speed internet crap. Give me back that old dial-up. I miss that. That was better. Or people who still say records are better than CDs or digital. That stuff. So I'm not sure it's outdated. It does seem a little old-fashioned if that's all you think is good. And a lot of those guys, that's all they're into. They think because they can repel and take good stills, that's it. That's the world. Ooh. Oh, Bexy, I don't know why, but I didn't see that coming, but you're right. I should ask, before I left that page, I should ask those jerks if they still use film. Because if they don't use film, then they are so two-faced. Oh, that is great. Between you and Devon, you two should get back on that page and start some trouble. You guys would start a war. Oh my God. Of course, Urbex, me and Devon are safe over here on this side of the pond. You guys, you're over there close to these guys. Oh, so I'm not sure outdated is right, but I will say that it's just. And what do you think? I think it seems old-fashioned. It's like saying I don't like digital or being able to put music on a flash drive in digital quality. I like my records. There's no difference. And I do think video is harder. It tells a better story. That's all there is to it. I think video takes more time. I know I got friends that do stills that do a lot of touch-up and they do a lot of editing and color change and stuff on their stills. But it's still not the same as editing video. The Hospital Explorer I talked about, me and Sean did 10 hours there. I had my main camera. some time on my action camera that I was new with at the time. I had Sean had his action camera. Sean had his main camera. So we had I videoed. I did 10 hours the whole time. Sean did much more stills, but he still had at least 2 hours of video. And I got to edit all this down to something palatable. Yes, Urbexy, 100%. I agree. Oh, Devon, you would give half those guys. You'll see, you will cause half those guys a brain aneurysm if you and Urbexy go on there and mention some of the stuff you guys just did. Half those guys will just explode. I hope that national health care is real good, because there's going to be a lot of brain aneurysms if you go on there. But yeah, photography. See, I think photography can still stand on its own, but I do believe it does not tell the story of video. It's like saying you hanker for the days of old silent movies when we have surround sound now. Hey, Pajerico, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you staying up this late at all. I appreciate, hey, by the way, thank you very much for telling me about TubeBuddy. I did put that on my stuff. I got that hooked to my YouTube now, and anybody doesn't know about that, Pajerico shared another great tip. TubeBuddy. I didn't know. I haven't paid for a license to add all the features, but it is helpful. See, thank you. Thank you, Family of Fun. I appreciate it. Yeah, TubeBuddy is very good. Pajerico, like I said, thank you for coming. We all appreciate you being here, and thank you for helping out, as always. You are a class act, and I'm so happy I've been part of your channel to watch how much you just have really stepped it up, man. I see by this time next year, if you keep going the way you are going to be extremely, extremely big. So keep plugging it, man, and good videos. Family of Fun. See, you see everybody. Okay, so everybody knew about TubeBuddy but me. I think I knew about it, but didn't know what it could do. See, I've got a thumbnail maker that I found for free too, so I've been using that to make my thumbnails. But yeah, I see it's got a thumbnail maker in it too. Has anybody on here paid for the paid version of TubeBuddy? I haven't. More professional. I didn't know. Well, Devon, I don't think your videos are unprofessional at all, except for the language. YouTube is really starting to frown on that pretty heavily. But other than that, Devon, I think your videos are very good videos. So I don't think you need to. Okay, so far everybody's with me on the free. Because I see the most popular or the most bought one, and I did some reading to make sure they weren't just, saying, hey, please buy this. Most used one the YouTube people pay for is the $20 one. $20 a month or a year or some crap, but I don't know if I want to pay that. But yeah, it is nice. So far, I've only been using it for a couple days, but it is nice to have. It did help me add a few thumbnails to my vids. I will say my watch time is doing really good this last 28 days. So I appreciate anybody that may see this as new to my channel. Thank you very much for helping me out with that. I am up. It did help me with a couple thumbnails. One of my videos is now at 3,500 views, which for me is good. Amazing, by the way. I had to change my cards in recently to try to help get to other videos. That's what you got to do also, everybody. I'm sure you guys have already doing this more than I have anyway. You got to go back in once in a while and change your cards during your videos. Because if you got a video that's doing really good, you may, and you've done other videos since, you may want to put cards in there to help direct people to some of these other videos you want to get some more watch time, or some other videos you think are really, really good, people aren't watching. Like my school video. I still think that's got some of my best imagery in it, and it was such a great explore. Maybe I'm just deluding myself, but I think it was such a great place, and that video really hasn't done very good. I'm even underwhelmed by how good the military base is doing. But Jericho has helped me lately. He helped me on a couple titles, a couple of my videos, because my titling is so. I've upped my thumbnails. See, family fun. A lot of people, the people that watched my school video, a lot of them said that was one of their favorites. But it just doesn't seem to be. I don't know if I've got it titled wrong. It just doesn't seem to get there. Yeah, Devon, I actually learned how to do end screens a couple months ago. Sorry, man, I didn't. Maybe I should be mentioning this more about this stuff in case somebody else doesn't know. For anybody that doesn't know that might be here, I know I've only got 5 people watching. I've dropped 3 or 4. At the YouTube and the Creator Studio, you can put these things called end cards in, or end screens. And you can put links to other people's channels, help steer people to subscribe to. You know, I got the watermark down here, my XCF watermark. We should make sure you change your cards out and even your end screens once in a while. Change them out. Lately, I've been steering people to. I've been putting a card in here that helps share other small channels. Devon goes into my Gilroy one. I'm going to steer some people to Among the Unknown. We need to do that for each other. I'll put some cards in for Jericho. He's done it for me. We've done it for Band New Zealand and back and forth. Dude behind the camera has been a big help. I've put end screen notations and cards in for Dude behind the camera. So we got to focus on everybody, on each other. Yeah, Urbexy, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I have been lax on my playlists, Family Fun, but I don't have a lot of videos that fit in playlists yet. On my cemetery ones, there's some of my drone videos and some others, which also have a drone compilation or 2 I've got to kind of do here real soon. Including one with crashes. I don't think it's real long, but I got some good crashes. Poor little drone. Devon, you're going to go into the Gilroy Stadium. You are on my little notepad. I had to get through a couple other people first, Diode. But yeah, Devon, you Gilroy Stadium will have a card in that one for your channel, for Among the Unknown. So that'll be Thursday of this week. That'll go up. So I got to do some editing tonight yet, too, after the president's speech. Yeah, Urbexy. Actually, I believe if I look at all of my Creator Studio dashboard. Come on, baby. Hey, look at that. Everything is green. I'm not sure if this will come through on my screen. Sorry, it's got the lag here between here and there, so you guys might be seeing this a long time. Because I'm trying to see it to see if it's going to show on there. Nope. Oh, it ain't going to show it. Okay, everything's green. How have I turned it up? Oh, there you go. You can almost see it. Let me go over here and do it live. Oh, that really reflects horribly. There! There, everybody can see where I'm at. It's horrible. Yeah. Sorry, I tried. That cam doesn't like focusing on like that. It's a wide view cam. But so I'm actually not doing bad for me. I'm not upset. Only reason I was upset with YouTube is I don't like anybody that dangles a carrot and pulls it away from you. Devon has had a good raise lately in subscribers. That's great. Like I said, you or Urbexy, take a look at it. See what you guys think. See if it's something that can be changed. If you think you can get rid of that wobbly without the water look, let me know. That'd be great. And Family of Fun, you're right. Playlist, though, I need to get back to that. I've got, in the next few months, I'll have 2 more school videos coming out. Then I'll make a schools playlist. I got one in Wisconsin I did with Tenzo Roku and a friend of his. It just turned out to be a good day. It was a good explore, well worth my drive. Sean Should have gone. Too bad that's the way he dropped off and decided not to explore anymore. Because that's an explorer he would have loved. The other one was in Detroit. Really stripped out school, but still had some great views and some great stuff to see in there. Now, by the way, family of fun, I do appreciate you letting us know, yeah, that I just appreciate you jumping in and letting us know what you use and kind of what you said earlier. It doesn't do it. You said you enjoy the videos and stills just don't get you in there. Yeah. Urbex plan. See, I do have a playlist. If you check my channel, I have one called International Exploring Crew, which I have not used as much lately, which I'm about to talk to a band in New Zealand and Pajerico about. Because the three of our channels were sharing videos back and forth. If you go through my playlist, you'll see there are some videos on there from Pajerico and the band in New Zealand. And they were sharing one or two of mine here or there on their channels. Trying to help each other out and just give our viewers different takes on their urban exploration around the world. So we had me in America, we had Pajerico in Scotland, and Zeke in New Zealand. But yeah, an Urbex playlist where we could add some of our stuff. I would be for that totally. I would not mind putting a playlist that said something like other great small urbexers or other great urbexers or something. You know, Devon, I don't think it matters if you're U.S. also. Just talk to Pajerico and a band in New Zealand. And even if Urbexy wants to get involved. It doesn't mean it has to be just me, the three of us, as our international crew. That's kind of what we started. But like Urbexy said, we could all put a playlist on our channels that either just says Urbex or Great Urbex Friends or other Great Urbex channels. And we could each post some of each other's videos in that. And as people scanning through our lists, they could see examples of your other videos. And a click here or there doesn't matter. No, family of fun, thank you. I appreciate you coming in. And I like your videos. They're fun. Just like it says, family of fun. They're fun vids. And I have to say, your Christmas video still got me. That is one. That Chick-fil-A goes all out. I've never seen a place do something like that. That was pretty cool. And you also, thank you for contributing in here. That doesn't have to be just Urbex. Appreciate you talking. No, so I think I like Urbex's suggestion. I don't know if we want to call it Urbex or what we want to call it. But make a name and everybody agree to put a playlist of that name on their channel. And we each put some of each other's vids in there. So that wouldn't hurt at all. Rick's Barbershop, Galesburg, Illinois. How you doing, man? I don't know if it's going to be... Yeah, I don't know, Devon. We'll have to figure that out. Urbexy seems to be a good marketer. So maybe he's got a good title name or just keep it Urbex. But for those of you who don't know, Rick's Barbershop is not too far from me. He is in the same city of the Sandberg Mall and the Sandberg Mall Cinema I explored. Oh, not doing bad at all, Rick. Just gonna be on here about another half hour probably. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. How you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna be on by another 27 minutes. So I got more chest therapy to do tonight yet. Breathing treatments, and I gotta start editing. Well, not start, but get back to editing my video for Thursday's release. It's gonna be a stadium from Gary, Indiana. Other people have explored it, but we went into areas where they don't because of safety. But me and my partner, we both have, like I said before, some structural building experience, so we knew where to go, where not to go, and went one at a time. We're careful. Not doing too bad tonight, hun. Hey, Tenzo Roku. Alright, for you guys don't know Tenzo Roku, he is the guy, you haven't seen him yet. You'll see in about a month or so here. We explored a good school in Wisconsin, and that was his find. He chose to collaborate with me, and it turned out to be a much better explorer than we even thought it was going to be. The school turned out to have some good surprises for us. Great look to it. Oh, it's amazing look. They got him and his friend got some great images out of it. And then the playground was just a bonus. It made a good just the playground being what it was was the icing on the cake. And Tenzo Roku and I are talking about we're gonna start talking here pretty soon about some collaborations on coming up this year. Let's see if we each can hunt down some places to go do some exploring. Actually, I will tell you, Wisconsin is one of the ones I know the least about. I don't know why. I know a lot more about Missouri for some reason. I know a decent amount about Texas, Oklahoma, and I don't know why, but I know a good amount about Florida and New Orleans. So I'm trying to figure that out. But Wisconsin, I know nothing about Minnesota urbex. Then I skip. Seems like I skip most of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and then I know a good amount of guys and stuff in Canada. Baking cookies? Are you at the barber shop, Rick? Because that'd be interesting. Get a haircut and some cookies. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Is it cold where you're at? I don't know about you. I'm tired of this winter. I could do with winter just going away now. I know some guys are still exploring in the cold, but boy, I've had a issue with some illness. Winter's rough on my health. But I did so much exploring, I got videos I need to do anyway to get out for you guys. Yeah, I've still got plenty to get me through the winter, but I'm getting the itch. I want to get out, explore. Okay. But yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I was mentioning there's a bank in my area. They're building a whole new building. And this bank building is built like the 60s or 70s. So I'm going to try to talk to the bank people and see if they can let me into an explore there. There's another bank in my area. Gorgeous interior. Looks like old 60s. Maybe 50s or earlier even. Actually, I'm probably underselling. It probably is 50s or earlier. They said I could explore there if I had liability insurance. I may have to talk to my insurance guy. Yeah, well, Devon, I'm not a big fan of cold, man. Hey, God Sauce. Welcome back. I'm going to be here till 7:30 my time, so under 23 minutes. The bank, I'm not sure I should name on here. Oh, they're still open, so there's nobody can get in there. It is Blackhawk Bank in, Milan, Rick. They're building a whole new building. It used to be the old B&B Hardware. They've built a huge new building onto that building using what was left of that. And I'm hoping to get into the old building. They'll be out of it soon. And if they just let me get in there, and the other building is in Davenport. Huge old bank building there. See, you've got wrought iron over the door. It says like American Bank or the American. I can't remember what it says above the door. It's in rusting iron. And they won't let me in there without liability insurance. So I may have to talk to my insurance guy, see how much that'll cost me, because it might be worth getting in there. They got a gorgeous vault. Oh, I want a vault so bad. Yeah, Devon. Yeah. What type of tunnels did you explore, God Sauce? Are the other videos up on those? So I'll have to go check those out. I don't have a lot of big drainage tunnels or anything around here to explore. Now, I don't know. There's a couple banks here, though, Devon. One I might be able to get into if I use if I get liability insurance. These are banks that I can't get into without. There's no way to go into them. Nobody's broken. In fact, I think both of them are. I'm sure both of them are still alarmed. So I'd have to have permission on both of them. There's also a funeral home that closed down a year ago, not too far from me. I'm trying to find out who owns it and get in there, and see if they got the whole draining the people stuff and everything downstairs still. Yeah, I know Brownsville is abandoned. Yeah. Phew. No, Rick, I don't think they would let me explore the arsenal. Especially not to put videos on up. I'm not sure the arsenal has anything abandoned anyway. In case any of you are wondering, Rick is talking about the Rock Island Arsenal in our area here. It's a big island, no joke. It is a huge weapons building arsenal on an island here. But I don't think they would let us in there. Tensoroku, also, Gary, Indiana has a major bank vault that people view. It has a gorgeous one in there. Yeah. Ew. Nice. Well, these banks are in my area, and one of them, like I said, the one in Davenport area is yeah. They got, like I said, it's old. The building it's in was like, it's almost 100 years old, and the bank's got, the name is in wrought iron out front that's rusting. But it's still got the old looking windows inside where you walk up to the tellers and all the woodwork and marbling and huge vault. But they won't let me in without insurance. Honestly, Rick, I don't know. Keithsburg, I did not get out too much. Because even from my parents' house, even when I went to Muscatine, that was a long drive back to Keithsburg in there. Yeah, Tensoroku, I am going to Gary, Indiana this year. That is one of my for sures. It's not too far away from me. I got to talk to some people there, and I think I know some places I want to get to also. So yeah, I'm definitely going to Gary, Indiana, one way or another. So if you want in on that one, dude, let me know. Because you're not... That's one that you could definitely probably get in on. The trolley graveyard. Okay, Devon is talking about... That's among the unknown, by the way, for everybody. Problem is asking... Well, see, Urbex, the problem is these banks and this funeral home, the banks are still alarmed. The big old bank in Davenport area that I'm talking about, the wrought iron and all that really big vault, is part of an active building. The bank is the only part unactive, but it still looks old original. But everything above it and around it is active. And this thing is sealed up and it's definitely alarmed. There's no way in there. The other bank is still active at the moment until they get in a new building. Then they're going to leave that one just dead. And I'd really like to get in there too, but once again, it's going to be alarmed and there's no way in. It's right in the middle of... Everybody can see you. Even the funeral home, which sucks, has houses right around it. There's no way in, even if I could find a way. So pretty much all three places I need to get okay. So, I don't know. I think I need to get cards. And have a card to go show people and try talking to them. Sean says I should use my lung problem. Make him feel bad for me. Tensoroku, that would not be a bad idea, man. If I do go to Gary, I will probably be there for at least at least a couple days, probably. It's only a 3 or 4 hour drive for me. But if I get there, I'm not going to try to rush there, do a great day of exploring, and rush right back. I'm going to try to explore, stay the night, and maybe get some more exploring, and then come back. And there's at least 3 or 4 places there. So, yeah, that'd be a good place for us to go. But, yeah, Rebecca, Sometimes people do say no, and if you can get in, you still do it. But I do try to get permission as much as possible. And these 3 places I'm talking about, not too far from me, I would definitely have to get permission. Huh. Well, I know some YouTubers that have for their exploring or other channels don't even say YouTube. They say, like my channels, my video cards say exploring, let's see, history, historical buildings, abandoned building, blah, 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 pictures and videos, or, stuff like that. So I'm thinking about something like that. Because it seems like people, if you can show them a card, they're a little more, I don't know, makes you look a little more professional. They're less likely to think you're some vandal little thug in there trying to film. Which you would think is strangely what people, not to pick on you, Devon, what more people would pick on Devon for since he's younger. Because I don't look like I'm 15 or something. But, people still look at you sideways and you tell them you're an urban explorer. I've had some people chew my butt. Why do you even care about that? Because I think they're really neat. Well, my wife has business cards for our book sales. And, business cards are helpful, and I'm going to have her help me design some. And we're going to get some made here real soon. Yeah, Tenzo Roku, we'll have to make plans when it gets closer to warm weather to go. Find out when we're going to go and just do it. But I do know Gary is a little bit twitchy, so make sure you have some pepper spray. Also, we got to look into, some people said the city of Gary, Indiana will sell you a $50 day pass to be able to go and do urban exploring in the 4 or 5 abandoned buildings that they control. Because then you have no problem. You can take your time like me and Devon have talked about. You don't have to worry about people, kicking you out or what noise you make or anything else. So I'm going to have to see if they still do that. The other ones, yeah, you have to sneak in, but I'm sure I can contact a few people to tell me exactly how to get into some of these. Ooh. Well, see, that's what it is, Urbexy. Yeah, you get told no, and sometimes you still do it. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't just let these things go by all the time. And unfortunately, one guy, well, the gorgeous rustic abandoned farmhouse we did with the newspapers under the floor. Unfortunately, before I even met that guy, when I went back to do drone footage is when I ran into the owner. Nice guy. But I asked him if we could go in and film. He said no, not inside because it's unsafe. I didn't tell him we'd already been in there a couple months earlier, or a month earlier. So I felt kind of bad about this. He's a nice guy. And the house is going to be given, he's going to let the fire department use it to burn down his practice coming up this spring. So it won't be there anymore. And I feel kind of bad that I went in there because he's a nice guy, but I'm glad I did because that cool piece of history is going to be gone soon. I'm thinking about going back and talking to him anyway. Just coming clean, telling him, yeah, I was in there. Just to let him know about those newspapers under the floor, so maybe he'll save those newspapers. Because if you've seen the video, the newspapers are amazing. And they should be saved. So yeah, I'm really kind of wanting to, I don't know. I don't know, Tenzo Roku. That's probably like a museum. Anything Michael Jackson grew up in is like probably a museum anymore. You probably couldn't get in anyway. I know some people got into Neverland Ranch. Boy, wouldn't that be a hell of an explorer? That'd be really badass. A dock crane. Wow, that'd be really cool, man. I'm also planning on utilizing my drone a lot more, even more than I did this last year, a lot more this year. Use that little puppy. I'm going to buy some more props for it. What? 18-string guitar. Strange. Yeah, the problem is, and it seems like the ones I found around here recently are ones I'm definitely going to have to get permission to get into. They're sealed up, probably alarmed. A lot of visual where people can see it trying to get in. People around it that are probably home. So hopefully I can still get into some of these here. It'd be nice if I could have some of my area to get into legally. That's another reason I don't have Exploring with CF t-shirt or hat like some guys have too. Because if you don't get into every place legally and you're in your home area, you probably don't want to wear an Exploring with CF t-shirt around your home area. Because if anybody decides to go to look at that channel and sees you've been in their area, they may be pissy. But I'm still hoping to get to a few of those. And Urbex Devon, I know I said it a couple times. If after we're off the stream here, if you guys want to go look at my first, like these 3 videos of that care facility, hospital area thing, if you think that footage can be fixed, let me know. Because if not, I might actually try to go back and re-video. I'm almost curious to see how tore up it is now anyway. See if I can get it without getting caught. I know some people that are very touchy about going back places. It seems like they get caught, they said, if they go back. But yeah, who is dinging me? Sean Cannell. So I know Tenzo Roku probably doesn't affect you. You got the channels you guys do with your vids probably has the you guys have the subs and the watch time. Nothing's affected you guys, but Devon kind of got scrooged by the YouTube new policy. Yeah. Yes, I am, Rick. I am. There is one not too far from me in Milan that is closed up about a year or so ago, 2 ago. And I don't think anybody's living in it, but I don't know. I haven't found anybody to get a hold of to get into it. Because it is very in good shape and very well sealed up. And a lot of houses right around it, so people see you try to get in anyway. So yeah, Rick, I would like a funeral home. Which for me, if it sounds a little strange that I'm trying to fight with my lung problem to stay away from funeral homes, I'm trying to go explore one. Yeah, see, Urbex, the laws over there are a little different than over here. From what I've been told over there, it's hard to actually get in big trouble exploring places you're not supposed to. Legally over here is a cluster. Each state, city, and county have their own little trespassing rules and laws. And some of them are pretty mean. So far, that's another reason I explore during the day a lot. The daytime police are more likely to believe you aren't up to no good, and they're much friendlier during the day. So if you do end up running into the police, which we have, you don't get in as much trouble a lot of times. But some of mine are legal. I try, but if I can't and I can get into the place, I still go. And I know some people could come after me for that, which I don't think they can. I'm not sure they can over there, Urbexy. But over here, some people can come after you for years. It's a chance you take. Wow. Really, Rick? Damn, Rick. If I had more hair, I'd be up there getting my hair cut. Barbershop's starting to become a thing of the past for me, unfortunately. I'm building a solar panel. An indoor cemetery? I did an orphanage. Okay. Well, Devon, I've done a sanitarium. I've done a hospital, 2 hospitals. I did an orphanage. I haven't done a penitentiary or a funeral home yet. Rick, that would be amazing if I appreciate it. And I would give you a shout out in the video for it, man. I really would. I don't know if it would anybody would recognize and go to your barber shop, but I really would mention that. And that's great. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Nice, man. No, I don't know. When was that one, Devon? I actually haven't watched a lot of those guys for a while. One, I wasn't feeling good, so the time I had some energy to do stuff. I was doing this and trying to catch up on my stuff, and I actually spend more time watching the small guys anymore. If I've got so much time, I'd rather spend it watching you guys than watching the big guys. Oh, mausoleum. Okay, that's different. Indoor graveyard to me sounds a little different than a mausoleum. Thanks, Tenzoroku. Yeah, I haven't watched Josh, Cody, Steve, or John for about 3 weeks. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of the small people. Because right now, those guys don't need the watch time. As much as I like their explorers and stuff, it's great. But I'd rather spend my time helping the small people at the moment. See, I was wondering what an indoor cemetery was, Devon. Never heard of that. But yeah, Tenzo Roku, it looks like you and me are going to take a trip to Gary, Indiana this year. Or meeting there, one or the other. Since we're both kind of coming from different angles, I'm not sure what makes sense for you to drive down to me and then across. Because we're both going to start and kind of go like a triangle into Gary, aren't we? That's probably I don't know, might meet there. But I'm going to stay at least one night, probably. That's probably what I'll do. Hey, Devon, I thought you were telling me something new I didn't know about. My brain was running around all crazy going, oh, indoor cemetery, that is so cool. So now you kind of ruined it from me, man. But yeah, by the way, Devon and the rest of you, Tenzo Roku does some other videos besides Urbex. His talk show videos are funny, but he does these action videos. He needs to put the link up here because they did one recently. I think I mentioned it. It was great. One of my favorite vids I've seen on YouTube. Jackie Chan versus Bruce Lee. It was just great. And you guys did amazing, dude. Loved it. I still have. Well, I've watched that video like 3 or 4 times because you guys do such the cinematography and the fight scenes are so well choreographed. It's great. Oh hell yeah, I would be hyped as hell for Mausoleum, Devon. Yes, I would but I thought you were telling me about something I didn't know about. I had pictures in my brain of somehow like a big, huge building with a cemetery inside. I was like, oh, somehow that is like really creepy and badass. And really put a picture in your brain of somehow an indoor cemetery, graves sticking up, and it's like, ooh, that'd be badass. Urbex, see, I have actually wondered that. Oh, hey, by the way, Rick, if I forget, yeah, I got your message, Rick. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, that's great, man. I will definitely make sure people know you helped me with that. Oh, cool. Rick again. It's amazing people where you can find help to actually find places. I mean, Rick has now been telling me about a couple of spots. I'm hoping to turn into some good explorers for everyone. But Herb actually brought up something that I think me and Devon have talked about, and a couple other people. I think some of the big ones are faking their explorers. And um, I don't know if it's true or not, but there are some big explorers over the last 6 months. It seems like every place they go has power, or they walk around make it. They say they snuck in, but they walk around making unlimited noise, stay there hours, don't even try to be stealthy. I'm starting to think they've got money or connection where they're getting into places or and acting like they're sneaking in to get the watches. But too many places are starting to have power now, be fully powered. Every light bulb works. PAs work. I mean, you name it. It's starting to be a little too convenient for some of them. I've been in very few places that have had any power. But suddenly these guys themselves, excuse me, weren't going to places that had a lot of power until recently. And suddenly they're going to places that are, also I've noticed a lot of these places that have power, there's no dust. Have any of you noticed that lately? Some of the bigger guys, I've been going to these explorers, and they say it's been abandoned for 10, 15, 20 years. Places I've been to haven't been nobody in them for 10, 15 years, have dust. And some of these places haven't had any dust at all. So they got power, no dust, and also someone been in the winter, and they've been in cold areas of the country, and they don't have any breath showing. They weren't cold. There was one guy in one Explorer where it's during the winter this winter. They were out east, and he's in a building and t-shirt. So that means there was heat on. Yeah, Devon, it happens, but not like what we're talking about. Is a lot. There's some of the big guys, and Urbex. I know what Urbex he's talking about. There's some guys, and they're, hey, Explorer Fever, how's it going? There are some guys. It seems like a lot of things they get into. Some of the big guys too has power lately, and there's no dust. And I was always, if you sneak into a place that has nobody supposedly been in for 10, 15 years, there's dust. No footprints. I've been into places, only been closed for 5 years, and I'm leaving footprints. Yeah, Devon, there is one in your area, actually. Yeah. But still, I mean, there's a couple of videos I've seen where people have had power, and still nobody's been in there, and they're leaving dust, or there's dirt all over, or something. And too many of these places they've been to with power have been pristine. Like some of the mansions. Oh, God, that guy Urbexy. Oh. Are you talking about that video that was got the lying thumbnail? The most seen urban exploring video of all time, and the thumbnail is a lie. It's a definite lie. Those cars aren't there. I mean, you talk clickbait. Ugh. But no, Devon, I'm not talking about something that has just power. That does happen here and there. There was a guy, I can't remember what group of Devon. There's a group in Pittsburgh that did a school I saw, it might have been a year ago. And it had power, it's got some water damage in areas and kind of nasty. But it had power, but you could see it wasn't clean inside. Explorer Fever, you're right. If you see in some of my videos, I edit it out a lot of times, but in some of my videos, I'm always clicking light switches and hitting buttons for machinery and stuff. I'm going to crap the first time I hit it and some machine goes off or I light off an alarm or something. There are a lot of clickbait stuff out there still. See, now, if YouTube whines about, people causing problems, why don't they clamp down on what they know is totally clickbait? They say they're trying to clean up YouTube is why they're doing all this. One, they didn't go after the people who caused the problem, the big guys. And two, they're not going after actual clickbait or the people who are still scamming off my channel. That one channel that still got a lot of my shit stolen over there. I've reported them a bunch, and so have other people. So YouTube, get your head out of your butt and maybe do that stuff. If you're really trying to clean it up, just screwing over small people. I would have to go back through, Devon. It's been a while since I watched it. Yike. Um, I'll have to hunt it down. I'm not sure. Oh God, it's been a while since I've seen it. But I remember talking to these guys. I think they were decently new in urban exploring too. And the video was too short. It had a pool inside that was empty, but it was pretty clean. There was part of the building that was really clean. Part of it had hella water damage coming in. I mean, part of the roof is even sticking down, I think, but it had power all through this thing. And it was a school. I could have swore it was in Pittsburgh, if I remember right. I'll see if I can dig it up. Boy, it won't be my history anymore. It's been too long. I'll have to go back to my other account and go through. So I'm sure it'll be in one of my. Wow. It wasn't Ashilac. No, it wasn't Ashilac. Dang it, I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, there was one with a pool in. One I did in Detroit, all torn up. It had two pools in it, we found. One for the girls, one for the boys. Isn't that interesting? But heck, it is. Like I said, I've asked earlier, anybody that hasn't, please throw me a thumbs up. Because YouTube does still look at thumbs ups when they're thinking about where they put people analytics for promoting them. If you're not getting thumbs ups and stuff like that, they really put you at a lower priority. So if you haven't hit that thumbs up, is that PJH Locals, Devon? They're one of the groups I follow also, and they've done a couple good vids, including the jumping between the trolley cars, which I'm not sure I would try. I can just see me breaking a leg. Huh. See, Devon, I thought the group was based out of Pittsburgh, but I may not be in Pittsburgh, but it might be close. But no, but back to what Urbex was talking about before I'm off here. There are some of the big guys I'm starting to kind of. They're annoying to you. Oh, I'm sorry. But so I do believe there's some of the big guys may be faking some explorers or at least padding them. I mean, I don't mind getting permission to get in places, but at least tell somebody if you're doing that. Don't make it seem like you're sneaking when you're really not. Because if you're getting on the PA system in a school and yelling out loud to each other across this PA system, you are not, I can't say you're sneaking around. PA systems carry hella bad. I mean, wow, do they carry. And one explorer recently was just, they're on the PA system back and forth, ha ha, tee, and going through stuff. And one guy, I think he set off the bell. I mean, if you're really trying to keep low profile as an explorer, that's not what you're doing. Into the Forgotten go F themselves. Vandalize. Oh. See, that's. There's been some of that lately, too. Some people posting videos of them damaging sites. And they've been really beat up by some of the rest of us. People really come down on them hardcore. It's like, you don't do that. One guy's got a vid of him cutting off locks to get into places or busting windows and stuff. And he was all proud of it. Yeah, Pennsylvania's got Pennsylvania's got a lot of goddamn urban exploring sites. Huh. Oh, it is, Devon. You would not believe. I mean, we'll admit, you'll be surprised on YouTube. You'll be scanning around, and what some people get, do and get huge watches is just insane. When you're doing a legitimate urban exploration, and these guys are doing, like you said, just going and looking at it from the outside, walking around it, going, "Yep, here's an abandoned gas station," walking away, and they're getting 30,000 views. You're like, "Oh my god!" And yeah, I know, Devon. But yeah, I still can kind of get you like, wow, I'm doing this, all this work and doing this. And it's like, wow. Um, let's see. There's also, there's something else I got to mention with YouTube. Can't remember what it was. Yeah, see, I'm not. I don't like people that are breaking stuff up. That's what gets us in trouble. But I do believe the more the rest of us, become mainstream, I think it's going to show better for all of us. Those stills guys can go kiss my ass. They're whining about, oh, you're ruining Urbex. No, I don't think so. See, Tenzo Roku, I don't mind bribing a guard. I know some people in Missouri that gave a security guard $100. They pitched in together to be able to get into a mall to explore. I don't mind bribing a guard. But when you're getting into a place that obviously they've turned the heat on for you, it's clean inside, all the power is there, and you're able to run around making noise and getting on the PA system when there's tons of stuff out the windows pretty close. So yeah, it's... And you're wearing a t-shirt when there's snow outside. So you know the heat's on. There's too much, I don't know, too many of the big guys. There's at least 3 or 4 big guys lately who've done tons of that. No, Urbex, lock picking for an Urban Explorer is not a gray area. That's a no-no. That is considered breaking and entering, especially here in America. If you have to pick a lock, cut something, break something, pry something to get in, it's breaking and entering. And as an Urban Explorer, I know that one of the top Urban Explorer rules, at least here in America, picking a lock, you just broke a rule. So, I don't know what it is there, but it's gray area here. I think another guy who's been doing it longer than I have, he's like 60 now. I think he said, well, if you can use a credit card and open the door, that's fine. But you can actually pick something or kick something, nope. Oh. Yeah. You're not supposed to lockpick. Yeah, you're not supposed to break into anything, even if you're in it, because that's damaging the site. And damaging the site is one of the top 3 Urbex rules. Break nothing. And take nothing. Those are big rules. Breaking anything, even if you're already inside, you're not supposed to break anything. And that jackass little Jack Nugget on YouTube who likes to paint his tag and his YouTube channel everywhere. I can't believe he hasn't got busted. Ay. But guys, hey, I appreciate y'all coming. Let's see. Oh, dude, you're telling me? Okay, yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Casey Neistat, though, is monstrous. He doesn't give a rat's butt about this YouTube thing. He's one of the upper 1%. I'm not saying anything bad about the guy, because I actually kind of like the guy. But he, you know... But yeah, that Milwaukee Mall, that Northridge Mall that's Urbex Mecca for a lot of us. We would die to get in there. If he'd have been a really nice guy, he would have invited a few Urbex guys he knows closely to go through it while he's in there. Exactly, Tenzo Roku. Yeah, no break, just enter. But we don't, I've never broke anything. I even had a chance at the hospital we were at. We found a magnetic sticker, a decal, the name of the hospital. And yeah, people looted a lot of stuff from the place. But I didn't even take that because I thought that's a slippery slope. If I take anything, one that breaks one of the top 3 Urbex rules, 2, then I can justify taking anything. And I'm not going to do that. Lots of climbing. Wow. But guys, it is 7:43. I was going to get off at 7:30. I've got chest therapy and breathing treatments to do. And I'm going to see what the crazy president's going to say. But that's great, because now I got another Explorer set up now for this year. I got Tenzo Roku and I are going to do Gary, Indiana. And I'm hoping for anywhere from... I'm hoping for 3 to 5 sites out of what the 2 days I want to be there. So I want some good stuff out of there. I want the bank. There's a bank there with a vault. A lot of people get into it. I want it. So I want it bad. So Tenzaruku, that's what we're going to aim for. Devon, I still hope I get out there to see you this year too. Yeah, Explorer Fever, I've been told that. And I've been to Gary. I actually did one or two places in Gary already. And I do carry pepper spray. When we were in Richmond, Indiana, we had pepper spray out and we almost had to use it. 4 guys were tracking us in the tunnels in the bottom of the hospital. So, thanks for stopping in, everyone. And if I don't talk to you before on private chats or anything else, I'll see you here next Tuesday night for our little chats. Have a good one all, and I hope you have some good explorers. See you guys later. I got to figure out how to turn this off.